business view. I felt like what's the best thing that I can do. And some people may agree or disagree with this, and to sit out or sit in. And I feel like for this year specifically, the best thing that I can do for myself would be coming back, going out there, play the game that I love, playing for my teammates, doing something I want to do since I was a little kid. And I know what's going on with the running back situation and me being tagged, and the value of the running back continue to go down. The only way that I feel like someone that's going to change, someone got to make a change. And God willing, hopefully I could be one of the people to do it.
The whole time he was talking, I'm thinking, does he wear that jersey over shoulder pads? How does shoulder pads fit under that jersey? It's pretty tight on Saquon. He's ready to go. He's ready for week one. Maybe he's going to play this year without pads just to streamline the whole running of the football process. But, look, Myles, everything he said and everything that's happened this week meshes with what I heard went down on Saturday night when the running backs got together on a Zoom call. 2 takeaways. 1, Josh Jacobs ain't showing up anytime soon. 2, Saquon Barkley is. So that extra $900,000 in available incentives, that's gravy, because he was showing up for 10-1. He got a little extra. Now he's going to have to do a lot to get it, but he got a little extra that he wouldn't have otherwise gotten, and he was going to show up and take the 10-1 anyway because he's in checkmate. That's the thing. You want to play football. You want to lay the foundation to continue your career beyond this year. It's still $10.1 million. What are you going to do? You feel like you're screwed. You feel like you were unable to get a fair long-term contract. What do? You still got to make chicken salad out of a bad situation. And it doesn't surprise me that he's there. And it's advantage Giants because they have a smaller financial investment and they get him all in for this year.
And he got, a little sweetener up front, a little bit more money up front than he otherwise would have gotten just playing on the franchise tender. So that is an addition to the incentives. I mean, I think, you're right, Mike. Look, there was nothing else that he was going to be able to do at this point because you can't negotiate a long-term deal with your team until after the season. So that's just, it just is what it is once you get to this point. And like you said, it is still $10.1 million. You still have the opportunity to get these incentives. And I think, Barkley versus Jacobs is 2 very, very different situations, right? There is still love between the Giants organization and Saquon Barkley, where I don't know if that's the case between Josh Jacobs and the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, look, if the Raiders had decided that they wanted Josh Jacobs, and granted it was a new regime, but they could have picked up his 5th-year option for about $8 million, and we wouldn't be in this situation right now. He would still be under contract, and presumably he would be in training camp. But they didn't think that would happen. They didn't pick up the option. They played him early on in that Hall of Fame game. And now look at where they are with Josh Jacobs, or who the hell knows when he is or is going to report. You have Saquon Barkley, where it's okay. Now we understand that there is love here between the organization and the player. Let's play this year out and let's see where it goes. And I think that was probably the best option for everyone involved once it got to the point that it got to.
Yeah. Now, look, I made this point earlier in the week. When you have 2 players heading for free agency like the Giants did, if they work together, they can maybe both get their long-term deals. The Giants played Saquon Barkley against Daniel Jones. They tried to sign Barkley. They were going to tag Jones. Barkley didn't take their offer, so they tagged Barkley and signed Jones, and now they're playing hardball with Barkley in the aftermath of that. Plain and simple. But he's not as upset as Jacobs. Jacobs is upset because they didn't pick up the 5th-year option. He has a big year, and then they franchise tag him and won't offer him the long-term deal he's looking for. So I'm going to be very interested to see if he has an epiphany, if he shows up, and the closer we get to week 1, I'm watching to see if the Raiders become the 4th team to yank the franchise tag since 2000 or thereabouts. Jeremiah Trotter, Corey Simon, Josh Norman are the 3 who have had franchise tag removed. It could be Jacobs, and he's going to have a hard time finding $10.1 million, Myles, if he's all of a sudden available. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.